Okay, so first let me give you an idea about what is this post training program means. Actually, the program name is post training, means after your Pega training is completed. Okay, and the other way we can call it job ready program. So this program, when you take this program, so it will make you ready to work as an individual developer in a project, plus to crack any interview. So that is the first thing. First thing is, with this program, one can crack any interview if they really study well and practice well. Okay. It's not that a candidate who is going to just simply attend the classes without working on the project and without again giving interviews. So during the training program, there will be interviews. Okay. So one must give that interviews as well. Okay. So we will update you the process how when you have to give the interview during the training program. This is 45 days training program. Okay. This will help you to crack any interview and get into job and there work on any project. Am I audible, online students? Am I audible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So you need to reconnect the person. You can reconnect. Others can hear me. Okay. So you will be able to work on any project individually, independently. So without help. That is for sure it will happen if you properly learn this course. Okay. So that is very, very important for any one of you to attend this training program. While you attend this training program, you need to daily practice or do the tasks which are being given to you, and you have to parallelly prepare for the interviews. So how this is going to be conducted? So this will be, as I told you, 45 days of course, where you will be given a project. You will be given a project. So one project will be given to you, all the requirements of that project. Okay. And every student should start working on this project on each and every requirement. And there won't be any help for implementing the tasks. But functionally to understand, if you do not understand the requirement, or if there is any help needed in just as a hint to identify what rules to be created and all. So there may be little bit of help, but practically no one is going to sit with you and tell you do like this or do like that and all. Okay, they will not be beside you. Okay, simply speaking, it is like if you have joined any client project, what they will do, they will give you a project and they will ask you to implement and give it. Okay, that's it. Anywhere if you have any gap of understanding the business requirement or something, the requirement walkthrough will be given to you, but there won't be any technical help provided in this. So that is the reason I told you, you should be a qualified resource to attend the post training program, where it is not like a normal training. Means we do not tell you what is a web service, what is SOAP service, what is REST service, or what is decision table, decision tree differences. This theory part and the practical doing from by the trainer will not be there. That will not be there. You already have got the training and you already can work on Pega up to some extent, but you want to shine up your skill, okay, to the level where you should be able to independently work on the business requirements, and you should be able to uh, crack any interview. And also this training program is going to give you a better idea of understanding the scenarios, better idea of understanding the scenarios. See, most of the people, they face a problem like whenever they are being given a situation like scenario, they will usually 90% of the people, they fail to understand the scenario. Even if they understand it, they will not be able to identify what are the apt rules in Pega to be used to implement that requirements. See, one should have to have an idea about, or let's say a realization about. So Pega scenario means it's a task or requirement, you call. Task or requirement. Okay, this is what it may be an interview task, or it may be a task that is being given to you in the real time. Anything, both are same. So in this case, if you want to claim that you are an independent developer, the skill that you should have is, first thing is, you should understand the requirement. Understand the requirement. So you should understand the requirement. This is the first point. Okay, so if you are a skillful developer, this is the ideology that you should have. Ideology of understanding the requirement. That is the first point. So if you don't understand, you cannot proceed forward. The first thing is, you should be able to understand the requirement. నిన్నటి నుంచి నిద్రపోతారు ఏంటి వీళ్ళు? క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాక కాల్స్ చేస్తారు బుద్ధి లేకుండా. 3 సార్లు 4 సార్లు ఇచ్చాంగా వాళ్ళకి రిప్లై, రిమైండర్లు పెట్టాంగా, జన్మలో మారరు. Understanding the requirement is the first point. And the second point is, identify the rules, all the rules. Identify all the rules that are required to implement the requirement. So 99% of people will fail here. Okay, the failure here will be 50%, the failure here will be 99%. So people are learning Pega and they are learning by projects or maybe requirement something, but they are not realizing the fact of understanding the core purpose of each of the rule. That is very, very important. So if you have clear idea about the core purpose of each of the rule to its root level, if you understand, then any scenario you can crack. Any scenario you can crack during the interviews, and any scenario you can implement during your project development. So only problem is, people are learning everything just as an example of a copy paste work. Like they look at the screenshots, they do copy paste and all. This type of ideology or way of practice is there almost for 75 to 80% of the people, but that doesn't work out. That you should realize. Okay, next one is, after you identify all the rules that are required to implement the business requirement, next thing is, what is the what I can say is, what is the order of these rules in the execution. Means, in which order you need to call. Suppose a simple requirement, if you are being given with a requirement, so we want to let's say create one user interface and display it to the customer. When customer enters the data to be submitted into table. This is very basic thing. First you need to understand the requirement. That depends on your skill of understanding the business. And the second one is, identify all the rules from the scratch level. So first one, what we need is, we need to have classes, data classes. We need to have properties in the data classes, and section in data class to be created. I mean, like section to be created, and flow action, flow and activity to be created to store the data. Table should be there. This is what you identified. Second thing is, what is the order and where to create the rules. Okay, so this is also another point I have to add, where to create all the rules and what is the order of the execution of these rules. Okay, see, you need to create data class, properties in data class, section in data class, and then a page in work class, a section in work class, call data class section into work class section by using page reference, then create one activity and do call this in this activity. You need to add obj save step, collecting the data submitted through the user interface into temp page and do obj save, and call it as a post processing activity in the flow action, or maybe using utility shape as per the requirement, and that should be stored into so and so table. If you are able to understand the requirement and say all the rules names, and then say what is the where to create the rules, what is the order in which the rules to be executed, that means you have cracked it. This is just as a simple example. So many people, they're afraid of that what do you call it, scenario based interview questions. That is the main problem everyone is facing. Why you are facing the issue with scenario based questions? The reason is very simple. Your mind is not matured in Pega. With respect to Pega I am talking about, your mind is not matured with respect to Pega or with respect to business to understand it in a generalized way. You are always looking at the technology or the tool as learning as a copy paste work, or just simply remembering. That is a big problem. That is a big problem. You have to generalize it and make it as universal. Means if you are working on a project of, let's say, banking process, it doesn't mean that you will be able to work on only the requirements related to banking of known business. Any unknown business related requirements are being given to you. A person should be in a position to understand the requirement, to understand the business, to understand the requirement, to be able to implement it. So business can be anything. Just give me 1 minute. Hello, చెప్పండి. నేను క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నానండి. ఇప్పుడు ఒక విషయం చెప్తా వినండి. రోజుల నుంచి ఫాలో అప్ చేస్తాం. మీరు క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాక ఎన్నిసార్లు కాల్ చేయడంలో అర్థం లేదు. ఈరోజు మిస్ అయిపోయినా పర్వాలేదు, రేపటి నుంచి అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. ఓకే. అరే ఎన్నింటికి రా నీకు క్లాస్? మరి ఏంటి టైం? కూర్చో, త్వరగా కూర్చో. Okay, so now you see here, that is the most important thing. See, one should be able to understand first business. You focus on the business. Those who are very well aware of understanding the business, the next level is technology. So next, technology, you already know how to apply this technology on the business requirement, what rules are required, where to create, what is the order in which the rules to be executed. So like what you do practical, the same you need to respond to say during the interview process. That's what scenario. Okay, the scenario that is going to be asked during interview, maybe the requirement that you get in the project, both are same. So if a person is able to answer only the technical questions like what is data page, what is difference between this and that, what is decision table, decision tree differences, what is process flow, screen flow differences, this is not sufficient to be a developer. These are just theory part, and that also people will by heart and respond, but that is not the right way. If you understand the subject, you don't need to read anything and to just to remember. Automatically whatever you understand, that will be there in your mind forever. And whenever they are going to ask a question, definitely if they ask 10 questions, all 10 different questions will be from the same topic, from the same subject. It will not be out of the subject. Those who can understand the subject to the core level will be able to answer any question, will be able to solve any scenario. So that understanding is being missing in many resources. Okay, see, as long as there is some help provided to an individual, that individual can never try to find out the self. Means if someone is helping you all the time, okay, you will never try to work independently. Whenever there is a need, you will look for the help. Without help, you will not be able to work on it. Okay, that is a general human tendency. Okay, so if you are working in a project, or maybe if you are joining the training program now, you have to feel like you are alone, and you have to feel like you have to work on the requirement independently without taking anyone's help. Even the help is available, you have to disagree to accept it. Simply speaking, you have to reject it. If the people are ready to help you, still you say, I will try till some more time, and I will try to do it by myself. I will start self-learning. I'll start understanding it by myself and try implement it by myself. If this is the way, if one can set their mind, then it will be possible that you can master any subject, not only by that. It is, I'm saying generally this particular point. Okay, the problem mainly is we always tend to take the help from others. That is the one biggest problem that will bring down our abilities. We are all have the equal abilities, but the problem is how we utilize it, how we make it sharpen. So this is what the training is all about. That's the point. That is, in order to sharpen your skill, you already skillful in Pega to the level, to some level, we will make you realize to understand in a better way. We'll make you realize to self-learn. We'll make you realize to self-implement everything, and we will shine up your skill and polish your skill to the next level, to be able to independently work on a project, to be able to independently crack interviews. That is the main motive of this post training or job ready program. Never expect this as a training, normal regular training. That's why this program is for the people who are already been trained, either in Harsha Trainings or somewhere else. Okay, so far everyone clear? I was continuously speaking. Do you have any questions about that I have delivered so far, or given you details so far? Every one of you, you can respond on the chatting window, say yes or no, and accordingly you can ask me a question, please.
So far, so good, Harsha.
So good. So any one person online, tell me, what did you understand so far? So you, by this time, you should have an idea about what is post training program all about. Tell me in 2 or 3 sentences, what is post training program all about? I will conduct this session for 1.5 hours. I think you know that, right? It's not like 1 hour regular session. 9 o'clock to till 10:30. Okay, you are being informed that? Okay, 9 sharp we started. Yes, tell me, anyone online, what is this post training program? You can say in any language.
Understanding. Under, Hi, Harsha.
Yes, please.
Understanding about the requirement and understanding the Pega about core
Correct.
from the core.
Understanding Pega to the core level. You know already Pega. We make you to realize, to go little bit more depth, to understand its core level, to be able to apply it for any requirement, any business. Just I'll tell you one example. See, I'll tell you, taking this example, let's say we have some amount of clay is there. Okay, some quantity of clay is there. So what are you going to do with that clay? We can design many different, we can make many different let's say shapes of, or maybe some you can do some uh, you idols, or you can make something which we will be using in our home, some containers like that. Is it the only one you can do always using that particular clay? No, right? So the clay is same. Okay, but you will be making different types of idols. Okay, you will be making different types of um, this utilities and all. Okay, so that depends on the skill of the individual. Okay, that depends on the skill of the individual, like with what new designs they come up with. Okay, so you take some, let's say, let's take for example, let's take cooking. We have, let's say, 10 number of different ingredients are there with us. Using this 10, am I going to cook only one type of food all the time? No, right? So we can come up with different recipes with different taste and all. Okay, so that is what, if you know the core level, you can come up with your own ideas. The same core components can be applied to produce different results. The same core components can be applied to produce different results. That's the main idea here. So you do not limit your understanding only to a specific example or only to a specific scenario. You try to understand it in a generalized way. Okay, then you will be able to achieve it. So I will tell you one example technically what is understanding in a generalized way. See, you know the definition of work object, right? What is the definition of work object? Online students, you type here on the charting window. This is a straightforward question. What is the definition of work object? Work object is, online students should respond on the charting window. Instance of work object is instance of class group. Clear, everyone? So let me ask you or give you one requirement and try to answer this. Okay, you must have to answer, please. See, I want you to create a report definition rule. Okay, I'll tell like a scenario, not a rules. We want to retrieve the work objects from work table where status is pending investigation. First, you tell me what are the rules to be created for this and display like a chart format, not chart, normal format, table format. So we want to retrieve the list of work objects from the table which are pending investigation. First thing is you understand the requirement or not. Second thing is what are the rules to be created for this? Tell me what are the rules to be created for this to retrieve plus display in UI. High level you can tell me the rules. First you create report definition rule and then how do you display it?
Using section.
So with status py status work is equal to pending investigation, use section. In a section, how do you add report definition rule?
We have a table.
We have a table layout. That's what. This is what. Like this means you solved the scenario, right? But tell me from which table you are going to fetch the data. What is the table from which you are going to retrieve these work objects? Which
The
table?
report definition we have to create in the which table we want to fetch the record on that
Work
on
table.
that class
Simply
only.
speaking, work table. Whatever you are saying, the person now saying is perfect. 100% perfect. Okay. Okay. This requirement is done. Okay. So now next I will give you another requirement. So in our project we have hired we have some resources working on Pega. There are multiple teams. Overall entire project we have around in our company, let's say company like Coforce, we have 200-300 freshers, Pega resources, not freshers. Okay, so what do we want to achieve is we want to provide all the resources with an Excel sheet which contains the details about all the functions which are available in Pega along with their description and usage and the parameters, parameters in the sense signature of the function. This is what we wanted to provide everyone. Unfortunately, this is not available in PDN. This is not available in any websites. So the tech lead has decided we wanted to let everyone know about at least 500 functions. Okay, and their usage and all. If we provide them like a cheat sheet, whenever they wanted to use some function, they will do search on that Excel sheet and find out the appropriate function instead of asking everyone else. So for this is a requirement you have to implement. How can we achieve this? So that Excel sheet should be the output which has all the function names, description, signature, usage and all. Okay, this is the requirement. Just one by one, online resources. First of all, how many of you know this will be, how many of you think I can solve this? You can respond on the charting window here. How many of you can think I can solve this? Don't tell me here and there one point. Okay, I told you already there is a proper way. First you identify all the rules, then tell me about connectivity of the rules. Okay, don't tell me simply I will use parse Excel or something. First of all, why do you need parse Excel, Jagadish? That's wrong. So let me repeat the question once again. The question is simple. That is, our tech lead has decided to provide an Excel sheet which contains names of all the functions that are available in Pega, along with their signature, description, usage, and an example content of function input, output, and all. This is what an Excel sheet required to be supplied to all Pega developers in the project. Okay, so for this, you are a developer there. He is asking, please implement this so that we can give it to everyone. Okay. Okay. Online students, first of all, how many of you can solve this? Don't tell me import Excel, export Excel, parse Excel. Not one word answers. Tell me you can solve the entire scenario or not. Online students. You need to respond. Say,
Binary file rule we can try to solve it.
I'm not asking you what rules. First question is, how many of you can solve? Respond on the charting window, I can. And then you can start trying it. So you have the clear idea about overall. See, in interview, if they ask the same question, you are not going to say import Excel, parse Excel simply and leave it, right? You have to say entire answer. Okay, at least up to 70%, 75%, 90%, you should be able to. All the rules will be in records we should upload to Excel. The records tab will not give you the complete details. The records tab will not give you complete details, Ravani. Tell me in a way you implement it by yourself. Records tab may not give you full details that you are looking for. Okay. Yes. Nagaram.
We'll create it. Yeah, like
All
hi
the
Harsha.
rules will be records. Yes. Go ahead.
We'll create a database like data type and import all the functions with the descriptions like we enter records, and then
Where are you going to import it from?
we'll manually prepare an Excel, and then we have an
That's
import option at data type.
I am not asking. See, how do you write down those many functions in Pega? We have almost 5,000 functions are there. We may not be using everything, but how do you, instead of manually writing, you can write in Excel. That's it, done, right?
Yeah.
That's not
We
the
need
right.
to know the instance type of a function.
Slowly, one by one. Just give me 1 minute. I want to know who is this. Whatever you told is correct. And yeah, the person. What is your name?
Venusri, sir. First of all, we need
You
to the instance. We need to know the instance type
need to
of a
know
function.
instance class of
Instance class of
function.
function, sir.
Next, what do you do?
After that, we have. I mean, we will create a report definition. In that, we need to add the py first
Create
name,
a
py
report in
description,
above class
py
and
first
then
name like py
get details,
description.
whatever it is. Yes, correct. If you know up to here, that means you can do remaining things. Get the details, py function name, py function definition, py function signature, okay, py function example, like this. Okay, all the details you get it. After that, report you got. So how do you get it into Excel? Yes, you yourself. Go ahead. Now, Chapani.
So we can export it.
We have OOTB feature, correct? Export to Excel OOTB feature is there that you can use. That comes up with report, and we can enable it in the UI and all. We can place it and we can make use of it. No need to create any of our activities and all. Okay, so you will be able to answer. See, the question which I have asked you in the past previously, that is, I want to retrieve the list of work objects based on status equal to something, okay, and display in UI. Okay, anyone who is able to solve, your answer is also same, that you think that you have a thought in your mind, yes or no? Okay, and who else told I can solve apart from you? Your answer is also same. Okay. So now see report definition rule that you create on work table, work class, and retrieve the data. That's why I asked you, what is the instance class of a work? What is the definition of work object? Work object is instance class of class group. Understanding this, you will be able to solve the requirement like whatever I have asked you. I want to fetch work objects means you should know that I have to fetch the details from instance class of work object table, connected table. So I need to create report in instance class of work object. See, the first question which I have asked and the second question which I have asked, both are same. Both are 100% same. If you are able to answer the first one, and if you are not able to get an idea for the second one, that is where the gap in the learning process and understanding process. You got the point? So first one you are able to solve because you have dealt with that so many times in the past. Okay, you had a deal with that, working on work table, OBJ browse, OBJ open and all, you dealt with that in the past. But even though you are working on any requirement given on work object, but you are not able to get the idea to implement the requirement which is been given the second requirement, which means your learning is not 100%. Your learning is just a specific learning which doesn't have give you any good results in the career ahead. But if you understand that in a generalized way, to be able to apply on any functional aspect, on any technical, taking any technical role. So when I ask you the question to generate an Excel of all the list of functions and their details, first you should get an idea based on this. Okay, function that we have in Pega should be there in the table stored in PRPC. If I have 100 functions, 100 functions are storing into a table as 100 records. That means function should be instance of some class. That class should be mapped to a table where functions are getting stored. So if I want to retrieve the details about functions, I should have to know about instance class of a function and create a report definition there and fetch all the details and then display in UI by section and then export to Excel button I will be using to export. That's it done. So the solution for this is exactly same as the solution what you have told here. But if you are in a position not able to solve the second one but able to solve the first one, that's where we are going to focus to mold your ideology here. If you are in a position not able to solve even the first one, you are not eligible for this train. Clear? Okay, that means you need to learn Pega first, and your scope of extension of understanding should be changed now by hearing this. So both questions are same. You are able to answer first one, you are not able to answer second one. And also the feeling of the candidate during the interview. If interviewer is really going to ask this question, let me tell you how do you feel. The person will feel like, oh, they are asking more in real time. This will be the feeling. So what is real time here? Nothing is real time. Okay. What you have answered this one, the same you have to answer here also. You did not learn the technology in a real time way. Interviewer is asking you the same subject level. You know this, but you don't know this. Means the way of understanding here is the problem. There is nothing like real time. There is nothing like institution learning. Both are same, but the way how you understand it, the way how you present it, the way how you get ideas, the way how you understand it in a generalized way as a universal concept to be able to apply on any requirement of any sector of any business. That means you can claim to be a developer, good developer. Okay. If you learn to create a section to just only customer details, if you are being given with a requirement to create personal vehicle details, if you say I do not know how to create personal vehicle details section, which means that you did not learn sections also. You don't even know section, you know only copy paste work. So many people, they are learning like a copy paste task. That is the problem. That is the problem. So leave about such mindset and try to look at the rules or try to understand the technical rules in a way of as a universal concept, which is useful to implement any requirement of any business sector. If you start thinking in an extension way like this, you will be #1 in Pega for sure. That is the point which we wanted to correct in your mind by this post training program. So to understand the scenarios, and that means you will be able to even work on the project, right? And the second part is we will give you the knowledge about different questions and answers and justification for those answers. It's not that question simply like what is decision table, what is decision tree. We don't discuss those things here. We do not discuss the difference between decision table. Sorry, what is decision table, what is decision tree here. We discuss some scenarios, some big straightforward questions as well. Apart from discussing only about answer, we also need to know about the justification why this is the answer. And also while giving this answer, what is our approach of thinking? So how we are thinking, what is our thought processing? That also we will try to give you. Everyone clear so far? So every one of you, are you clear about the comparison of these two questions? Every one of you should respond on the charting window. Are you clear about the comparison of these two scenarios? Has that changed your mindset by this time? So did you realize what you have missed in learning? Has that made you realize what you have missed while learning? Every one of you. Online students, everyone, and offline students. Okay. So this is where we'll focus. That's why this is called as job ready program. We will make you to work independently in a project and also to crack any interview you can crack. But if you really change your mindset, your way of thinking, if you change, that is the only thing you need to change. Remaining everything will come automatically. And one thing I wanted to tell you strictly, that is during this training program, you should regularly implement the business requirements. You should regularly go through interview preparation. Again, if you have a feeling like, okay, anyhow after the class they are adding video to watch, okay, if you have any such feeling, again you will fail like what you have failed after your course. The same way you'll fail, there is no doubt. That's why I'm telling you again, the thing that needs to be corrected here is the candidate's mindset, not the technology, not the interview questions, not backdoors or not proxies. Only candidate's mindset changes the moment everything will turn to be positive. Mindset is negative, everything will become negative. Clear? Make sense, everyone? So do you have any questions so far? You can ask me if you have any questions. I'll wait for 5 minutes. You can draft your question on the charting window here. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So today's session, half session, if I take half session, you should ask questions. Do you have any questions? Not only from what we have discussed. Do you have any other questions before you come to this post training? You might have some doubts or questions that you can ask me now for 5 minutes. Can we cover in 45 days? That is more than enough because you are already trained. We are not teaching anything from the scratch. I already told you we will not teach anything here. We will make you to work on the requirements. We change your ideology and mindset and give you the way of interview preparation here. How many hours do we have to put daily? See, daily, see, your sessions will be like alternate days, I think. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, like this your session, or maybe some other alternate day. 1.5 hours a day. Overall, nearly 5.5 hours. 3 hours, 4.5 hours. Nearly 5 hours it will become. Automatically it will be 5 hours or even more. But not Monday to Friday. Why? You need some time actually. See, here you need to parallelly focus on two things. One is the project you have to work on. Second one is interview preparation. Both you have to parallelly do. Everyone who is there in this post training program, they are in jobs. Batch 1 completed, batch 2 completed, batch 3 completed, like that. Most of the people, apart from the last recent batch where the the recruitment got slowed down. Okay, and yesterday also we sent you one this one, right? One success story we have shared you, right? She is from our post training batch 2, I think. Okay, she has a gap of around 10 years. She is housewife. Actually, she's working in a bank just for 20,000. Okay, bank in the sense not like this one. So some village bank and all. Okay, as a private job. That is not sufficient. Anyhow, she doesn't know anything about technology, non-technical completely. I have seen her struggle and all, how she struggled and all for the training, practice, everything. She almost learned 6 months. Okay, and she came here for the post training after she got eligibility, and by seeing her interest we have given her opportunity to enter into post training when she was doing just 65% like that. Okay, just 5% lagging. Okay, because she is not from any technical background at all, completely she doesn't know anything, but she learned with a lot of efforts and all. She attended almost I think around 5 to 6 interviews, and she cracked one. Okay, got offer, and another offer is in pipeline. Okay, but from nowhere to a developer, so with somewhat less package. Okay, that is also one good thing sometimes for us to kickstart. Well, kickstarting less package will help us. Okay, in many different ways. I mean, like 8 lakhs, that is less package actually compared to the market, but that is okay. If we sustain for 6 months, then rest of the things we can do anything. Next time 20 directly we can go after 1 year, not a big deal. So I will go through the questions now. That's how we want you to be successful. So this is for which level will be covered, CSA or CSSA. We never look at Pega as CSA, CSSA as they have divided. We look at Pega as the whole. Okay, so it's going to cover entire things, like the course content what you are done with. Okay, even little bit more than that it will cover more topics. Our course content will cover everything in CSA, CSSA and all, right? So even little bit more than that it will cover. How many projects will be covered in this training program? If you do one project perfectly, or if you do 100 projects with help, there is no use. Okay, strictly one project is more than enough. If you are skillful, you can take the second project also, we will give you. So the project which you are going to work on, that walkthrough will be given to you in the next session by Jansi. Jansi will be taking your sessions. Okay, for post training program, I will be taking the initial session to give you idea. She is done with the past 2 batches. Okay, she will be taking your post training sessions and project monitor everything, and any high level topics that are required. If required, I can take it sometimes. If not required, she will handle everything. I know she's doing best. Okay, no need to worry about whether Harsha is taking your post training or not. Your project walkthrough, your project submission and project review, everything will be done by Jansi, but your interviews will be taken by multiple resources. Okay, let's say you are attending post training program, you did not give interview after 15 days, you don't need to further continue. This is very strict. This training program itself is to make the resources to crack the interviews immediately. Now also, if you say that I will postpone, I will prepare after post training again 1 more month, 2 more months, that doesn't make any sense at all. Training, many people they have postponed, but if you are postponing this training also, then there is no point in joining this training. Don't waste your money, please. Okay, and I will go to the questions one by one, and I covered this, and project duration, everything. 45 days project, 45 days this interviews. I mean, like 1.5 hour alternate days and all. Why alternate days? You need time actually. You need time to prepare for interview. Parallelly, you need to work on the project implementation. Let me tell you, the first requirement that you work in the post training itself, we never discussed in the class. The topic I never taught you in the training program. Maybe you might have not learned even outside also. That's the first requirement. So the first requirement itself is going to enable you to start self-research and implement it. Not all requirements will be like this. At least 5 requirements will be there, which you never learn from any training institute. Minimum 5. You need to self-learn. So this enables you to self-learn and think by yourself. Don't ask your friends at all. Even though your friend is there in the same project, don't ask. You try to research. You will start learning, first of all, searching and learning from the open sources somewhere. Okay, we wanted you to learn and work independently. And we will help you whenever you stuck completely. Okay. Are you going to learn e-forms and MQ services as well? That's what I told. You do not expect us to teach. This is not a training program, regular training program. If you claim that you already know Pega up to some extent, you should be able to work on anything else by yourself. You're not in that position. That's why we are here to make you or take you to that level. Okay. Don't expect me to teach you e-forms or something. Okay. If you are able to learn e-forms by yourself, that means in the past, the training that you have got from anywhere, that has a meaning. Otherwise, it doesn't have any meaning. Okay. So there are some updates now. Actually, I learned 7.2. Is this helpful? See, whatever the version you learn. For me, starting from Pega 6.2 to till this version or in future versions. If you have learned that time or any time properly, that means you will be able to work on even 8.7 or 8.8 and anything. Okay. Any future version you'll be able to understand. That's what the problem here is, not with the version. Problem here is with us. We did not learn Pega in a generalized way. That's why we are struggling. Whenever a new rule comes, we are not able to learn because we need some trainer, because we need always help, because we never tried it by self. That should be changed now. Okay, you should never depend on anyone. Is this program, are we going to cover strategies, bigs, extracts? Okay, I already answered this. I cannot answer again. Okay. And not only requirement doing and make possibilities of group discussions and meetings. It depends on you actually. If you all are good, if you are doing everything on a regular basis, on time, if you are responding, if we find you are good and up to the mark, we can think about extension of all this. See, why do you need group discussion actually? Why do you need group discussion? What is the reason behind asking for group discussion? Can you tell me?
అంటే తెలియని విషయాలు ఏదైనా తెలుసుకోవడానికి బాగుంటది.
అది మీరే తెలుసుకోండి, వేరే వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు చెప్పాలి? Why someone that's what I am telling you from the beginning. You, even though you are in a team, work independently, think independently, learn independently, research independently. When you become this, you yourself will become a team. Okay, this is where I want you to be in a position. Always you want to learn something from someone, that's not correct. Only up to some extent. Okay, so your trainer is there, your teacher is there to give you knowledge up to some extent. Because you are with zero mind, zero, we will take you from zero to some level. After that, no one will take you. Okay, you have to do everything by yourself. You have to everything learn by yourself going forward. We want that ability to be enlightened within you. Okay, that is there actually. The problem is here, your mindset is you always someone to learn, you want always someone to learn. See, there I have seen people, let's say there are 5 students here. One student wants to come to here for the practice purpose, to the practice facility, want to utilize practice facility. That person wanted to come from tomorrow. They want to come here, sit here and practice. They want to come from tomorrow, but only when someone else is coming there. Means they want a companion company. They want a company. Without company, they don't want. So they will call me and ask me, sir, anyone will be there to along with me to work? Actually, this itself is wrong. If other person is not doing, are you not going to do it? So remember, in many times we are alone in this world. When you walk alone, then you will become strong. In many situations, when you are alone, you will be strong. If you always want your parents to guide you, at one time we will have to definitely struggle. Okay, our parents also will not guide us throughout the lifetime, right? Maximum 20 years. We ourselves will say, what do you know? I know everything, you don't need to tell me. No. Okay, because we don't have common sense. how to treat them. I'm not talking about everyone, people like me. Okay, why should I say it on you? And sometimes I'm emotional. And so this is what you rejecting the suggestions from, not you, me. Okay, we rejecting the suggestions from our parents at some point in time. Why don't you reject your friend or your trainer? You say that I know everything, I will learn by myself. Why are expecting a group? Why are expecting a company? You don't need it actually. Think you are alone. You have resources provided, not a human beside you sitting, not your trainer. If your mind is being corrected to that level, that means you will be number one. No one can stop you. See, for some people it may take 1 day. For some people it may take 5 days. No problem. For you, if it is taking 5 days today, and if you spend that 5 days really struggling a lot, this will become 1 day in future. Okay, your skill level will get automatically improved. You at some point in time you see yourself and realize that, is it me came to this good level in my career and my personal life? Okay, I never thought that I can do it, but I have done it. This will be the realization for many successful people, because they struggle a lot. So that's what I want you to struggle here a lot while learning, then definitely the result will be fruitful and forever. Okay, so can we able to crack CSSL level? That's what I'm saying. You can crack any interview of any level. If you understand the core of it, you can crack anything. Anything they are going to ask, they will be asking from the subject only, right? So your ideology should be molded in such a way that, so understanding scenario, identifying the rules and connecting the rules and execution flow you need to understand, and quick thought processing of reverse engineering the scenarios. You need to reverse engineer the scenario quickly. So initial days, to reverse engineer a scenario, it may take maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but that will become 1 minute, or just within 30 seconds you'll be able to reverse engineer. That skill level you need to attain, because in interview they will not give you 5 minutes to think about, correct? Within 30 seconds or 15 seconds you have to understand the scenario and reverse engineer, identify the rules and respond to say all the rules in a connected way, correct? That's what that quickness is very, very important. Okay, and I remember while training you spoke about providing developers to some US based firms too. Is it still applicable? It is applicable actually. I messaged them also. They told that the situation in US is not at all good compared to India. They are in worst phase now, it seems. One person has called me and he was telling that I lost job in a bank. I mean, like, he is a software engineer in bank and I'm not getting any new calls on any technology. Okay, I want to learn Pega. I told, even I think Pega also same situation, can you verify? Okay, but if you're interested, I'll give you Pega training. You are working on Java, some technology now, whatever he told, you told that there are no openings, you're not getting calls. Please cross check once. Pega is also same situation. Might be that is the market, not the technology. So if you are willing to learn, I'll give you training, no problem. Okay, but maybe you are, here also you may have to wait till the situation gets settled down. So the situation in USA is worse compared to anywhere else across the globe. USA and UK are worse. India is a little bit better. So once the openings are there, that consultancies will talk to us. We will definitely do a favor to you. How many hours should I spend per week other than online class? If you leave about this online class, if you are really able to understand the concept, maximum 2 hours is more than enough. Maximum 2. If you really understand the concept. If you again go by copy paste and if you are asking your friends, that and all, if you are doing, there is no use at all. Okay, you will spend hours together. If we qualify in the mock interview, what will be the fee for this post training program? So after you qualify, you can check with them, they will tell you. Okay, the fees, I think you know, right? 20,000 rupees. Okay, for that, at the same time you need to get qualified. Okay, this is clear. The next session time is not decided. Mostly it will be morning time only, either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Okay, the same timings will be conducted because people are there from USA. Okay, that will be up. You will get the update tomorrow or today evening. By today evening or tomorrow morning, like how you got the WhatsApp update, same way you will be receiving the update. Okay, clear everyone? So all of you, I request you to save that number. Everyone cheppandi, what is that WhatsApp number, post training number? Anyone tell me the post training number? I don't remember that number. You are getting message from one number, right? 83283
93256.
256. This is the number. Everyone who has attended now, you must have this phone number saved in your phone. We are sending the update in broadcast. Otherwise, you will be missing it. See, I can promise you one thing on this post training program. If you really struggle a lot, the way we tell you, simply in your office, imagine you have joined a project. See, do not look at this as a training institute and I am a trainer, I have to help you. At least now you set your mind that you joined a company with a client and a project, and you are being given with daily requirements. How do you struggle? The same way you spend here, you don't need to struggle in the reality. That struggle you experience now itself, you don't need to struggle there now. Correct? That is what I want you to set your mind. Don't feel it like you are taking training program from someone and again the same laziness like me will come to you. Okay, again I will watch the videos, I will go to movies, I will watch senseless those reality shows and all. Okay, if you are again doing that, then there is no use. Okay, anyhow, let me tell you for just 10 minutes. Okay, this is a personal suggestion to every one of you. Okay, you all are good, I know. Okay, there is no doubt about it. See, it's not about me or someone else. It's in general I am saying, if anyone is successful in this world, okay, success cannot be defined in a proper way. Okay, it differs from person to person, whatever it is. Okay, see, if a person want to be successful, okay, they should have some qualities within them. Okay, the first quality is they should never lie. Okay, see, for simple reasons, it is very simple. Why are you late to the class? The next moment it's too traffic, but actual reason is the person did not wake up on time. They don't have proper planning to start. You know already traffic is there. Will be Hyderabad traffic will be there. Hyderabad means traffic, right? Okay, because so many people are migrating to Hyderabad. Okay, you already know that. See, this is what the ability to be prompt for the situation. You be prompt for the situation before it comes to you, then you will be successful. Simply people will like, why did you not practice? Why did you not attend last 3 days class, 4 days class? My grandmother died. She was died 10 years back. You are again using her as a trump card. See, this has become so silly for the people. I don't know how silly it is. I'm not simply saying. I have seen many people. I have seen many students. Okay. They simply say my grandfather died, that's why I did not. One person has messaged a few days back saying that online is there, online will be there, offline will be there. He messaged and he told that since past 20 days I did not attend the classes. Please change me from one batch to another batch. What is the reason? The reason is I was sick down due to some accident, something, and I was not able to even inform you by messaging. My position was critical. I asked him which hospital you joined. He told some Ravindra hospital. I still remember. The next moment I asked him, please send me those doctor certificates. I'll allow you to next batch. After 1 hour, I got a message saying sorry. After 1 hour, he was in a deep thinking of 1 hour, how to handle the situation. Okay, 20 days if you are struggling means definitely there should be a problem, right? It's critical problem. Means you might have joined some big hospital only, not a small one. Small hospital, you will go to doctor, give 100 rupees, he will write some people, not everyone. That will not happen now. Okay, but why to lie? Because you are lazy or some other situation. You can be frank, right? First of all, okay, you can be frank and you can say that I will never repeat this again, please give me one chance. See, if your voice clearly says whether you are saying truth or not. Okay, if you are in front of me, your face also will say the same. And some time back, another person, okay, he told that I was able to practice that time while I was in the sessions, And as you give access to the videos, 1.5 month extension, even that time also I was not able to do. Please extend it for 2 more months. Finally, he came up to 1 week extension. I don't know within 1 week how he is going to learn. The reason I am trying to tell you, the reason that he was telling, his experience is around 15 years like that. Okay, I was very busy in my current project. I moved to US after I joined your training. He came for 1 week to the offline classes, then he turned to online. Then later, after 3 months or 4 months, I got a call from him saying that I went to USA on urgent project basis. Okay, so I am working here day and night. Entire project is dependent on me, and I was not able to spend time on Pega. I paid my hard-earned money of 25,000 rupees. He used this word 10 to 15 times. I did not allow him for 5 days. We have so many phone calls, so many messages, calls to every employee. Every time the blackmailing, emotional blackmailing, like I paid hard-earned money of 25,000 rupees to you. This is the blackmailing. Finally, I told that I will never allow you. Okay, after 7 days struggle. And before that, I asked him, where are you now? He told, I am in USA. When will you be back? After 2 months. After 2 months, you come to classroom, I'll allow you. Sit in the classroom regularly, you come, I'll allow you, don't need to pay. One more time training instead of learning self. He told, I am busy. I'm a manager here. Okay, so many things he told. The last day when I spoke to him, that day evening, I met him in the park. I've seen him in the park. I went to the park with my kids. He came along with his kids. I did not even observe. I was playing with my kids only. There was some sense in my mind that someone is hiding there, moving somewhat in a different way, different manner. I just have a look at him. That is the same person. I tried to walk towards. He took his bike and he left. This is how people will lie. Okay, that is really going to create a lot of problems to our personal life as well as our career. Really, see, be frank first of all. Okay, all the time you be frank. Okay, then automatically everything will turn into positive. See, if our mindset is positive, anything that comes to us in our life will be positive. It will turn positive. Even if it comes as negative, it will turn positive next minute, last minute. For sure, it will happen. You try it. It will happen for sure. Okay. And another important point is your mind should be cool and calm all the time. That is most important thing. Remember one thing, every one of you, everyone in this world has problems just like you. I have financial struggle. I am not from IT background. My father is a farmer. We don't have enough money. We are struggling a lot. There are so many responsibilities that are there on my shoulder. So keeping those responsibilities, doing all this, I am the only one to help all my families. Okay, me, my family, my my father's brother family, and my mother's family. I am the only male child. All are having girls. I am helping everyone. Every time I am not getting time for my personal life and all. See, the problems that we are facing, everyone has the same problems, one or the other way. We need to understand the form of the problem for you is form 1, for another one it is form 2 in a different form. Okay, but both of you have problems. Okay, all of us have problems. Your problems should not stop you achieving your goals. That should not be a complete obstacle in your life. That should be a hurdle which you cross. That's it. It should not completely stop you. That is, you should look at it as a hurdle that everyone has. You try to overcome it and pass on it. Then that will be over one day. The problem will never sustain forever. Okay, so this is what your mind should be cool and calm and be positive all the time. Being positive means you need to take everything as universal in your life. It's not you as a universal element. It's not me, it's not my life, it's not my family, it's the universe. Everyone is like me. So they are achieving, I will be able to achieve for sure, but I need to consider my problem, make it as universal and move on. Okay, because the negative impact on your mind will bring down your abilities even more down. Okay, it will bring down completely. See, you have an ability to do something. Okay, see, let's say there is a person who is physically strong enough than anyone. Okay, so to bring his all the power down, just if a small amount of fear, if we are going to put it in his mind, he will be completely down. That's the negative impact on the mind. Negative impact on mind will bring down all your physical senses, mental senses, everything. That is a problem. That this is why I am saying this, because our students, many students, they join here, they try to learn. At the time of learning, their mind always think about their home. I have this problem in my home. The people are asking, my parents are asking when I will be getting job. They are struggling a lot. Why you need to worry about all this? You are here. The presence is most important. The present is most important. At present, what you are doing, sit with an empty mind and finish this, and take some other time. Don't interference both of this. That is the main problem. If you try to interference your learning with your problem, what will happen at the end of the day? You will not be able to overcome that problem. You will not be able to learn it and achieve what you wanted to achieve. You will fail in both ways. This is what you have to leave something at your home. That's your problems at your home. Leave it. It should be there in your mind. It should be there in your subconscious mind. Okay, but not all the time. That should never become a negative thing to bring down you. For this, you feel like the problems what you have has everyone. Everyone has the same problems. It's not only you facing this, because that's usually people will use this as a negative mindset. If there is a fire set to one home, oh, my home is not setting with fire, or if my home is set with fire, others home also set with fire, then we are very happy. There is a power failure in my home, we will look into outside the adjacent home. Okay, for them also power failure is there, we will be happy. You are making this universal and being happy, right? Why don't you make your problem as universal and be happy to make your mindset as positive? So in a negative way, you are making it universal. Why don't you make it universal in a positive way? So be positive, then you can achieve anything. That's the most important thing. Okay. So your mind should always be cool and calm if you want to learn something or achieve something, and be positive all the time, and get rid of the things that is called problems. The problem, you get rid of it where it is started. There itself, you leave it. It started in your home. Just limit it up to your home, not into your personal heart. But it should be there in your mind. You have to solve it, but the thing should not interfere. Your learning should not interference with your problem. Okay, while learning, empty mind. Learn it and it will be stored. Otherwise, if both are interfering, what will happen? Overflow of emotions. See, you will not be able to share with anyone many things. The only problem for many people failing is they were not able to share their problems with others. When you cannot share, what will happen? The struggle, the fight will be inside you. It will burst out one day. It will burst out one day. You will lose yourself. That's the problem. If your wife is not good with you, means she's a kind of person who is neglecting you all the time. If your husband is a kind of person who is going to always scold you, you leave it in your home. That's it. If your husband says all the time, this you cannot achieve this, I know your mind, you cannot achieve this. I've seen many people. Okay, many there are good and bad. This is a mixture, entire world. Okay, many people, they say that you cannot do it, I know your mindset. But you have to leave it in the home. Okay, you don't need to prove him or her. You don't need to work to prove someone. Please remember, you have to work for yourself first of all. Okay, you work for yourself first. You prove yourself, fair enough. Okay, you prove yourself, fair enough. This result will automatically prove it to everyone. You don't need to go to them and then say them, I am just successful and all. Your success will speak. Okay, but you achieve success and then keep it with you. Okay, if you want to share the result, share it with others, but you don't be proud of your success at all. Okay, that is also another thing. You should never be proud And you should never be something like introvert, or a kind of, what you can say, you should never have inferiority complexity. You should never build that inferiority complexity. You never underestimate or overestimate yourself. You never be proud, or you never go down. You be normal. That's the way to success. Okay, if you want to be successful, never consider any achievement as a proud moment in your life. Okay, and never get disappointed or go down or build inferiority complexity looking at others, or maybe when you fail. Be normal all the time. See, if you fail, that did not impact you in a negative way. You failed, but the impact is not negative on you. That means you are successful or you failed. You failed actually. You failed in some case, whatever it can be, but it did not impact your heart. You are normal as usual. That is a failure or success? That is a success. To be successful, that is most important. That failure is for a moment of time. That success is also for a moment of time. This is not forever. That is not forever. Nothing is eternal, right? We are not eternal. Okay, we ourselves. So you don't need to be so proud of your achievements. I've seen many people, some people, they buy some one bike. What do you call that bike? That makes huge noise. On Royal Enfield kind of bike, any bike. Buying is not a problem. The moment they get the bike onto their hands, their proudness will be like, they feel like no one can do anything with them, and they feel like they are superior than others. The way they travel, the speed that they take it on, and the way that they make the noise on the streets, there will be parents, young parents coming from the school, uh, just taking their kids on the roads. Still these people will go on a over speed in normal roads, but these people doesn't have any capability to participate in Formula 1 race and all. These are useless, senseless brutes. Okay, they know that there will be parents, especially ladies, they will be collecting their children from home at evening 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They will be traveling beside road. They have to stop at least 10 times before they go to home, because the senseless brutes, they will come with over speed even in the small streets without have any proper sense of mind. Okay, and that too, it will make a lot of noise. This is what you want to prove this world, that you are something special. You don't need to prove for your information. Okay, that is the main reason people are not successful. If you are proud today, definitely there will be a situation where you have to go down for sure. Okay, if you raise, you have to fall for sure. That's what the sea is going to say us. The ocean, the tides are going to say the same. You are raising, you will fall for sure. You don't need to raise, you don't need to fall. Be normal. Okay, then everything you can achieve. Okay, you don't always, you be like what you are without any too much emotions. Okay, I'm maybe I don't know how do you feel I'm saying this, but your personality is going to bring you everything in your life. Okay, you are a person of who is going to always lie, or you're just going to use everything as a trump card in your life, then the success will not come to you. For sure, it will not come to you. Okay, be cool, calm, and be loyal to everyone, and don't say, be frank instead of saying don't say lies. Be frank, and don't be too proud. Okay, and don't go down, and don't do it for others. I mean, like, don't do it to prove at others. You don't need to do that. Your result is going to automatically be shown. It will be shown as a proof. You don't need to go to them and say them. Okay, so that's most important for everyone. Okay, if you are going to change yourself a kind of personality like this, definitely you'll see beautiful results in your life. Not only financial, personal, mental, health, everything will come to you for sure. That is for sure. To learn this is actually nothing. This Pega or this C language, Java language, this is nothing. In front of our skill, no computer, no supercomputer, no robot, no rockets, nothing. Everything is nothing in front of our brain. This is a superpower. Keeping superpower here, why are you so much happy about accessing a cell phone? Simply, cell phone is nothing which has been invented by a human only, right? Why are you so much happy about looking at artificial intelligence? We don't need artificial. We are intelligent than artificial. We are naturally intelligent, right? You be proud of what you have here up to your level. Don't express it out. Okay, be normal. That's it. Pretty much fair enough. So while you are learning here, while you are going through the sessions, practice or anything, the moment you are in class, 100% all your senses should be here throughout the class. Your heart should always think about what you are doing now. And while you are sitting to work on a practical, I mean like the project, your brain, your soul, both should be dedicated to that project. You should think about only that project, nothing else. In between, your family problem should not come. In between, a movie should not come. In between, a cinema actor should not come. In between, a cricket match should not come. You should not have your phone watching the nonsense cricket score and all. You should not watch that in between senseless reality shows and all. If you get rid of or be away from all these, this is nothing. Only you are there with your mind, with Pega for that moment only. After that, you forget about Pega and enjoy with your family. While enjoying with your family, this should not disturb you. I think many of you, even though when they go outside, I mean, like while enjoying with family, also their mind always struggles. I do not have job. At some 10 minutes, 5 minutes, they will enjoy with their kids. 6th minute, their mind says that I have to get the job. When I will be getting the job. This is again a negative, which will bring you down. You are not enjoying with your kids. You are not enjoying getting the job. Both are, you are failing in both ways. It happens to you or not? Is it happening with some people? Happening or not? The moment what you are doing, the present you enjoy, that's it. After you come out of situation 1, situation 2, you face it, you enjoy the situation 2. Okay, but don't interfere more than one in your life, which can never be done, which is not going to give you any best results in your life. So completely you dedicate yourself only that particular time. You completely dedicate yourself to Pega. You are in class, your mind should not go to movie theater. Okay, if you want to go, leave the class now and go to movie. At least enjoy that. Okay, why you be here and your mind is here and soul is there somewhere else? Hope you understand what I am trying to say. Correct? See, you are having a fear in speaking that should be overcome by you only. You have to always speak. You have a stage fear all the time. You are the first one to come on to stage and speak something. No problem. Don't bother about others. That's what I told. You are having a fear because you have inferiority complex. Be normal. You try to present what you are. We cannot bring anything which is not there with us. Can I bring 10 crore rupees now? If I don't have, you don't have 10 crore rupees with you, can you bring it if I ask you? If I ask, if you say that bring me 10 crore rupees, do you need to feel embarrassed for it? You don't have, you don't bring it, but you will learn in future. You will have now a mindset of I wanted to achieve it. Today I am not up to the level to publicly speak in a better way, but I will speak up to my level. I'll try to improve slowly day by day. Nothing will come to you one day. Whatever I told you now, you can never become like this in one day. It may take at least even 1 year. It may take 1 year time or even more than that. It should be a daily practice. It should be a daily practice. Automatically you'll get it. So every day morning, once you wake up, if you have a habit of taking the phone into your hand, so from tomorrow onwards, I don't want to take the phone. I don't want to search for the phone after wake up. If I say my mind, that may not happen. You will not take it tomorrow, but day after tomorrow you will take it. After that, one day again you set your mind, you will not take it. It's like it will not leave you, but you make it as a practice to get rid of it for a month. Automatically from next month onwards, you don't even remember that you have to take a phone, because your mind is already in a state that always it looks for the phone once you wake up. That is there. Even if your senses are, if your body is not ready, your senses are going to drive you towards that. Okay, then to control that, it will take time. within one day it will not happen. It should be like a repeated practice. We do not have any habit of sitting for 1.5 hours listening to the class. Your mind will not allow you to listen for 1.5 hours continuously because you do not have a habit. 10 days you struggle, but strictly set your mind that you want to listen, you want to listen, you want to listen. Your soul is going to travel to cinema theater when you are here. Bring it back and keep it with you and set your mind, I should not repeat this. Practice 10 days, automatically you will never go anywhere. You will be here only in the class. The same while you are practicing alone. Okay. So this is what I wanted to tell you before you proceed forward. That's why I told half an hour extra time I have set up for this. So be positive all the time. You'll be able to achieve it. If you have any fear by this time, get rid of that fear now itself. You cannot get rid of it completely, I'm sure, but start setting your mind multiple times to get rid of your fear, problems, struggles and all. Do not interfere one in another. You are in temple and you will be like a bhakta. Okay, you worship. Your complete mindset should be on worship only. You are at gym, complete mind should be there in the gym. You are in the class, here you are in a movie, completely dedicate yourself to movie. That I don't need to tell you, I think. Okay, we will dedicate ourselves. We will even forget someone, some fire accident also we'll forget about it. Okay, how we feel if we are going to miss first 5 minutes of a movie, we'll struggle a lot, right? Okay, so movie is at 6 o'clock. Actually, if we start at 5 o'clock, we'll reach by 5 minutes before itself, but we'll start at 4:30. For the class at 6 o'clock, we'll start at 6:05. We feel like so much we have missed for missing a movie for first 5 minutes. But even if you have missed 10 minutes of initial class, you never have any such feeling. What you are taking into your mind, what you take into heart, that you will become. If you're taking movie into your mind, you will become useless unless you wanted to be a director or producer or actor. If you want to be actor, 100% you dedicate your time there, no problem. You don't want to be actor, right? That is just some part of your life, like a relaxation for 5 minutes or 1 hour. Why do you need to much worry about a movie? Why do you have to have a discussion with your friends about that movies? Why do you have to so much proud about getting an award for a movie? That is nothing for you. That may be something for someone else who is their part of that job. Okay, but for you, your job is there. You always think about your job. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you. Do you have any questions? Many people, they have left almost 10 resources in between. Any questions, any doubts you have? So do you have any such commitment that or promise that you are going to take now, today at least, that you wanted to follow this? See, if you follow this, Pega is nothing. Automatically you will be successful in Pega. You will master it. But if you have all this, you cannot master. Not about Pega. I just want to tell you anything, any subject, anything, any technology, anything. Okay, everything is nothing in front of us when we have all our senses are working only on that. That's called dedication and determination. Strong dedication, strong determination of mind. Okay. And also, I'll suggest you one thing. I don't know. See, it is not applicable for the students or for the people who are working in night shifts. Okay. It's applicable only for the people who are really can do this. I mean, like, if you are there with your phone after 9 o'clock when you are on your bed, if you are on with your phone, maybe with some social media websites, means you are making a big mistake in your life. Please understand that. After you are there on your bed at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever it is, if you are watching some, what are those called, reels, short videos, which are really not necessary. If you are spending your time like that, as a result you sleep at 12 o'clock because of these activities, you wake up morning 7 o'clock, that will be a biggest loss for our personal life as well as career. Okay, try to spend some time without doing anything. Is it possible? It is highly difficult, man. Without doing anything, you have to spend time. It is the most difficult thing that will come to you as a practice. You have to practice a lot. We have to practice a lot. We cannot stay ourselves without doing anything. When we don't see, you might have experienced this, right? Many times, even while you are having food also, automatically after 5 minutes, you will search for your phone. After 10 minutes, after 15 minutes, at least, you'll keep your phone on charging. It is down 0%. You'll put it in the charging. You are going to do some work. Automatically after 10 minutes, you'll search for phone. Happens or not? Your senses are habituated to that. You have to bring it back. That's what I'm saying. You be alone. You are not alone. Your phone is not in your hand. For your information, you are in the hand of your phone. It is playing with you or not playing with phone. You are in the hands of phone. Okay, you get rid of that. If you keep aside your phone for unnecessary things, you will be able to minimum save 2 hours in a day. Minimum 2 hours. This also should go away. It's not that you keep the phone aside. This searching for phone for every 10 minutes also, you should get rid of it. That's what it will take minimum 10 to 15 days. You should forget your phone while you're doing something. That's what I told. If you are doing a task A, all your senses should be fully on task A. Should not go to anything else. It should not think about anything else. Then this is nothing. Any technology is nothing. Anything you can achieve in your life. This will happen for sure. You just start this practice. You yourself come back to me after 4 years or 5 years and tell me what is the result. I think by the time you will not bother about me, because you will be successful more than me for sure. Anyone else? Okay. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's it from my end for today, and we will send you an update about the sessions when we are going to start. The timings, probably it will be from Monday or Tuesday. Timings we will let you know, but I request all of you, learn with dedication. Again, keeping in mind, like, we will get a video at anyhow. Today, why to wake up in the morning? I will watch video and finish. If that mindset is going to, that thought is going to come to your mind, that is the first step to failure. So far, you might have heard about only steps to success. Steps to failure also will be there. This is the first step to failure. Okay. Sometimes our body and mind will not help us, will not cooperate with us. But even with that struggle also, we should get in. So 9 o'clock class or 7 o'clock in the morning, one day it will be like, I don't want to attend today. I will take rest and all. That time only you should have to take it. That means you are winning against yourself. That is the next level in your life. That is going to be the next level. That is the point where you have to control all your senses and come and take it for sure. That is the first step to success. Okay, if you are going to surrender yourself to that particular moment, that is the first step to failure. Okay, so thank you so much. When we will have interviews to get into training, see, tomorrow and after tomorrow also interviews are there. Okay, so you will be getting a call. If you have not attended any interview, message us. We have given you number, right? If you are already been scheduled with interview for Monday, Tuesday, that's okay. We will take it. We will increase the number of people taking interview. And if you did not have any information about this or anything, message. I'm pending with the interview of for this post training. And see, our intention is very simple. Why I have to tell you so much for you? Our intention, apart from technology, if 10 students taking post training, we want all 10 to be in. You all 10 will be in only when you are this, not only focusing on technology. Focus on even other aspects like this, then you will be in for sure. Whatever you are 10 years gap, 20 years gap, you in your family, no circumstances are not good, your husband is not good, your wife is not good with you, no problem, nothing, you will be able to achieve it. You have money, you don't have money, nothing is going to stop you. Make sense? Clear? So we will continue tomorrow. I mean like next class. I'll tell you, we'll inform you. I'm sorry. As usual, I'm saying tomorrow. Okay. So do you guys think, please, instead of Jan, can you please take all sessions instead of Jansi? See, it's not that I don't have time to take it to you. Okay. I can take. Jansi also can take, like me. I got that, what do you call? confidence on her. That's why I'm just substituting her. Okay. This thought also, you just get rid of it from your mind. Okay. Don't feel like only Harsha has to teach me. It is not only Harsha in this world. There are many people who can teach better than me, who have better knowledge than me. So she will be doing it. If we are not able to deliver the best training, we will never do it actually. Okay. We are doing it with Jansi for most of the sessions because she has the ability to do. That's it. Your perception towards Jansi should be like, what is your perception towards me? This is also one positive thing. See, if you are not able to give you what you have acted for, really, that will be a negative for us, right? We will never do it. Yes, please. What is that? See, you are a fresher, you have joined a software company, right? Someone should give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Yes or no? You feel the same? You feel the same at others also. But she is not a fresher. Okay. She can do it. She is doing it already. She has proved it. Okay. No problem. Don't get rid of that mind, first of all. Okay. You'll be able to do it. For sure, you'll be able to. Okay. You'll be able to understand. She will be delivering the best. No problem. Okay. I'm going to close the meeting. Thank you and enjoy your day today. But at least, please, after this class, after 1 hour, you relax, you start thinking about what I have said in today's session, not about technical, other things. Okay. So try, if you can be like that. If you are like that, no one can stop you in your life. For sure, no one can stop you. Okay. But that is not so simple at the same time. That is again a practice. Okay. So I'm closing the meeting. You guys, you feel it like the session, everything fine?